Leafs play it ahead. Marner's in behind the defense. He's in a goal. Scores! Holy Mackinac, what a play! Mitch Marner undresses the defenseman, makes 2 moves, and beats Reimer. It's 3-1.
Have agility, hands, patience. He's got Michael Matheson all over his back. And Marner's going to chase down this flip pass. Now he's got to protect the puck, and then look at his edge work here. And he walks James Reimer, and it's 3-1 Toronto.
Morgan Rielly with a shot wide of the net. Komarov scores. Kadri to the net, tipped right on, rebound. Komarov scores.
From the Toronto Maple Leafs, Leo Komarov!
Alex Burrows couldn't take that pass. Rich Clune with a shot, hit a body, knocked out of the air, they score! First National Hockey League goal for Brendan Leipsic, and Toronto has a 3-1 lead.
Mom and Dad cheering and tears in her eyes. Amazing moment. And what a play. Hand-eye coordination, get hugs all around.
First win in Vancouver in a dozen years for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's on the ice, and so is Alex Burrows, and that's who Rielly's talking to. Vancouver kid and a Vancouver Canuck. Feels like we're back in the Norris division in the 1980s for a couple of minutes here. An eventful third period and lots of bookkeeping to be done by the referees. Here's a summary of what's happened.
This was really the catalyst, wasn't it? The way that whole 5-6 seconds turned into this. Lots of fisticuffs. Big goal by Daniel Sedin. He goes to the quiet room, ends up coming back. And then Burrows getting involved in it, and that continued on as Burrows and Rielly continued their battle. Dorsett goes after Leo Komarov. That's incensed Matt Martin, who's on the bench. Dorsett tries to get to him. You're right, it is like turning back the clock. Burrows goes right after Morgan Rielly. He gets an instigator and gets kicked out, and then at the very end here, Martin gets back on and he goes after Troy Stetcher, and it's interesting to see what happens with Ryan Miller as he jumped out. He'll be out of this game, I would imagine.
Oh, now Kadri digs in on this face-off up against Mark Letestu. Best face-off man for the Oilers prevails there. And here's a steal. Get front. Kadri scores! Leafs score quick.
He's already outscored him 1-0. There's Kadri with a couple of connections, 3 of them on the one shift. And then as they're going to go back up the ice, this play is going to be offside eventually. And look how much time passes before Kadri pushes him into the glass.
Four skaters aside, and Kadri with the steal. In! Scores! Nelson Kadri with a game winner!
But right off the opening draw, the puck's going to go back into the zone. McDavid has got Kadri. It's one-on-one, as it often is in overtime. That's where McDavid thinks that he was held. Kadri makes a strong play as he gets to the inside of McDavid. Watch his left arm. That's where McDavid feels he was held.